Welcome everybody. Feel free to adjust yourself where you feel comfortable with the sound and everything. We've got lots of real estate. For us to be back outdoors is kind of new for us, so we got to adapt to the maybe it's going to be our new normal. We'll see how it goes in the future. So. Bienvenue à tout le monde pour service de journée de souvenir 2021. Puis après 18 mois de COVID, je vais être content de voir tout le monde. Puis c'est un grand plaisir pour tout le monde d'être ici aujourd'hui. Welcome everybody, and if I hear the word welcome quite often today, it's for a reason, because after not being able to get together last year with COVID, it's really a pleasure for everybody to be here today, and we're so happy and so pleased as a Legion to be able to be here. First off, I want to thank a few people for their participation. Well, I want to thank everybody for their participation, but Unit 318, Army Navy, Peter Gooden, President. Thank you very much, Peter. Fire Chief Ed Jacqueline, thank you very much for your presence, Chief. Légion Filiale 25 de East Angus, Légion Filiale numéro 10 de Sherbrooke, bienvenue, welcome. And all the citizens of Barrie and its neighbors, thank you very, very much for being here today. We'll start the service today with O Canada. Today marks Remembrance Day service 2021, and a little bit of a solemn event this year, with the fact that, as we've noticed over the last several years, how our World War II veterans have fallen and become less of a presence and obviously more of a memory, and in which case it's very important that the term Remembrance Day means so much more now. On October 29th of this year, only a week ago, 8 days ago, we laid to rest our last World War II veteran from Barrie, Mr. John Olson. We had a nice service and a poppy drop at the Barrie Cemetery, and John's name is the last one to be inscribed on our cenotaph. So it's a real honor to have done that for John, but it also ends an era of our World War II veterans here in Barrie. The souls of these gentlemen will forever guard the doors of this facility and this armory for decades and years to come. So it's truly has become a real remembrance situation for us now. I'll now ask Reverend Tammy Spires to come forward, and I'm also going to ask a favor of Tammy, that when you do your prayer, Tammy, give a little thank you on the weather gods, because I've been asking for this for a long, long time. So, Tammy.
Nous prions, we pray. Merciful and peaceful God, today as your children gather to stop and remember the sacrifices of past generations, we also recall their faith, their hope, and their optimism for a better world and a bright future for all people. Pour le vie de ceux qui ont quitté les familiarités pour s'aventurer dans l'inconnu, nous rendons grâce pour leur bravoure, de leur corps plein d'amour et de compassion. Pour ceux qui n'ont pas venu à la maison, qui n'est pas la marque qui reste sans cette main, sans leur nom sculpté dans la pierre. Sachez que vous n'êtes jamais oubliés. Votre sacrifice et votre courage en vous donnant de vous assurer de notre liberté est un rappel inestimable pour nous qui ressemblons que tous et cieux en nous avons à une cause de vous. Pour cela, nous vous remercions. To those who came home to a country and a world completely changed, we acknowledge your struggles and your pains. Some of you brought home physical scars of war, daily reminders of what you endured. Some brought home the invisible wounds which no bandage, no medication could ever heal. To those who returned home, we are grateful for your presence in our lives, for your stories, and we offer our respect and admiration. Aujourd'hui, nous nous engageons, comme nous vous l'avez promis il y a des années, à prendre le flambeau, la lumière que vous avez vue dans les moments les plus sombres de votre vie et de votre monde. Et nous portons la même torche. Notre monde est encore marqué par les conflits et les conflits que nous promenons de toute notre force et de notre foi de garder la lumière allumée, d'être les peuples passables et remplis de paix que vous nous rappelez à être, par votre Fils Jésus-Christ notre Seigneur, qui nous encourage à travers ces paroles d'être le monde en action et de transformer les épis en charrues. Aujourd'hui, nous sommes des remerciants à nos dieux pour la température aujourd'hui, pour le soleil, pour le vent. Nous aussi remercions Dieu pour la vie d'une camarade qui décède le dernier soir, Muriel Hammond. Et nous pensons pour une minute de son conjoint, son mari, Erwin Watson, et tout dans cette communauté qui a un trou dans leur cœur au le décès de Muriel. Loving God, on this day we give you thanks for the beautiful weather that surrounds us, recognizing that so many who have endured combat never saw this type of weather. We also stop and pause for a moment to remember a fallen comrade of this area and this legion, and we remember Muriel Watson in our prayers and her husband Erwin, and for all those in this community who feel a hole in their heart at the passing of Muriel. Amen.
In my welcomes, I wanted to, I forgot somebody that I wanted to say a very hearty welcome to our service here today. Member of Parliament, Minister of Agriculture for Canada, Madame Marie-Claude Bibeau. Welcome. We will now have Amazing Grace by Matthew Fowler. We'll now have the reading of the names of those who paid the supreme sacrifice.
(1914–1918), William Morrow, Edwin Carr, Lloyd Tarrant, Thomas Clark, John Crawford, East Roy, George Hamilton, Guy Thompson, Fred Ross, Walter Hamilton, Johnson Kane, Jack Hughes. 1939–1945, Austin Morrow, Carlton Goodenough, Argyle Harrison, Emerson Martin, George Haley, Russell Coates, Frank Chapman, Cameron Harrison, Murray Goodenough, Claude McCormick.
And now the names of the veterans who have died since the war. Jody Coleman.
Cedric Allison, Clayton Allison, Martin Allison, Preston Allison, Calvin Anderson, Eugene Anderson, Lena Anderson, Theodore Anderson, Donald Ansley, Percy Armstrong, Oscar Ollis, Osmond Ollis, Harry Bain, Ozza Barter, Edward Bath, Austin Bailey, Eric Batley, Joseph Bowley, Leo Paul Bedard, Cecil Bennett, Ernest Bennett, Howard Bennett, Leslie F. Bennett, J. A. Bergeron, Ralph Betts, Wells Bishop, Maurice Bruyette, William Brown, Arthur Burgess, James Burston, John Budmer, Raymond Card, Alfred Charlebois, Carl Clark, Oswald Clark, Weldon Clark, Alvin Coates, Herbert Coates, Orton Coates, Ronald Coates, Wilmer Coates, Earl Coleman, James Coleman, Ralph Coleman, George Cook, James Cook Sr., James Cook Jr., John Cook, William F. Cook, Henry Corrigan, George Court, Alfred Cowling, Howard Cowling, Guy Dawson, Edward Doherty, Henry Doherty, Lawrence Doherty, Lawrence Dorman, George Doherty, Roy Doherty, Russell Doherty, Almer Druin, Arthur Dunsmore, George Dunsmore, William W. Dunsmore. William Evans, George Everett, Gordon Everett, Nina Lazenby Everett, Raymond Everett, Fred Gagne, Clifford Garno, Thomas Garno, Clifford Golin, Marcel Gauthier, Wallace Gillies, Ernest Goodwin, Charles Gordon, Donald Grayton, Harry Grayton, Charles Greenlay, Clayton Gray, Gordon Gray, Howard Gray, Howard Hamilton, William Harling, Robert Harper, Thomas Harper, William Harper, Clifford Harrison, Ivan Harrison, Ernest Hawley, William Hawley Jr., Elwin Herring, Valentine Hollyfield, Albert Hudson, Elmer Hunt, Clarence Hunt, Clifford Hunt, William Jondrum, Wilfred Jukes, J. Henry Jones, Bernard Judge, George Judge, Leslie Kane, Alan Kelso, Marjorie Kerr, Thomas Kerr, Herbert Keynes, Edmund Kirkpatrick, Howard Kirkpatrick, Erwin Kirkpatrick, Janet Kirkpatrick, Compton Clock, Austin Knapp, Roland Lapalme, Earl Lazenby, Nori Lazenby, Maurice Latulip, Douglas Ladavia, Hubert Lawrence, Thomas H. Lawrence, Thomas J. Lawrence, Rudolph Leonard, William Lepage, Archibald S. Lewis, Carol Lindsay, Clayton Locke, Edwin J. Locke, Arthur Lowe, John Luce, William Luce.
Jack Mann, Alfred Martin, Alan Martin, Arlington Martin, Henry Martin, William E. Martin, William Martin, Douglas Mayhew, Gordon Mayhew, Herbert K. Mayhew, Roscoe Morrison, Eric Moreau, Arthur Munday, Murdo MacArthur, Thomas Macaulay, Murdo McCaskill, Murdo McClay, Malcolm MacLeod, Murray McCrae, Clarence McClintock, George McCormick, John McDonnell, James McIver, Harris McLennan, Alexander MacLeod, Arthur MacLeod, Kenneth MacLeod, Jack O'Brien, William Oldfield, Eric Else Olson, Glenn Olson, John Olson, Leonard Olson, Ethel Winifred Ord, Victor Palmer, Lloyd Parsons, Hector Peelman, Peter Putzi, Frank Pope, Osborne Pope, Frank Prangley, Sidney Prangley, George Provis, Colin Ramsey, Charles Rawlings, Lynn Rich, Cecil Rowe, Ernest Rowe, Nelson Rowe, Ernest Ross, Leo Ross, Raymond Ross, Herbert Rowell, Clifford Royer, James Royer, John C. Ryan, Fred Sampson, Donald Saunders, Stanley Semple, Charles Smith, James H. Smith, Chester Smith, Howard Smith, Alfred Somerset, Frederick Spriggins, Jane Stormont, Clifton Stowe, Marguerite Straps, Muriel Straps, William Straps, Jack B. Swift, Kenneth E. Tarrant, Lawrence Tarrant, Frederick Thompson, Ivan Thompson, Charles Tubbs, Herbert Uncles, Eva Radus van Lammeren, Arthur Warby, George E. Ward, George H. Ward, Howard Ward, Reginald Ward, Thomas Ward, J. Ollie Weir, William White, Abel Whitehead, Edward Wood, Norman Wood, Ross Wotton, Jack Yates.
Now the reading of the names from Gould.
World War I, James Buckley, William Buchanan, Fred Evans, William Gibson, George Grant, Thomas Jones, Donald Morrison, Kenneth Macaulay, John MacDonald, Donald McIver, Howard MacLennan, Wallace McRae, Louis McRae, William Parry, Fred Sykes, William Williams, James Harrison, Finlay McRae, John McIver. World War II, Dorothy McRae, Isabel McIver, John Garrett, Charles Humphreys, George Martin, William Martin, John Matheson, Harold Matheson, Gordon Matheson, Donald Morrison, John Macaulay, Rod Macaulay, Myrtle McCaskill, Colin McInnes, Alan McRae, Kenneth McIver, Albert Knox, William Wiseman, René Dallaire, Philippe Loubier, Gordon Gray, Rod MacDonald, Ernie Macaulay, Tom Macaulay, Jack Macaulay, George Barton, Donald Mackenzie, Fred Gagné. Korean War, Donald Ainsley, Conrad Racine.
We will now have a reading of In Flanders Fields by Addison Murray, Pope Memorial.
In Flanders fields the poppy blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our places in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard Armoury, the guns below, we are dead. Short days ago we dawn, saw sunset, glow, loved and unloved, and lie now in Flanders field. Take up for our crow, with the plow to you from falling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If you break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, the poppies grow in Flanders field.
Au champ d'honneur, les coquelicots sont parsemés de lot en lot. Après des croix et dans l'espace, les alouettes deviennent lasses, mêlent leur chant au sifflement des obusiers. Nous sommes morts, nous qui songions la veille encore à nos parents, à nos amis. C'est nous qui reposons ici au champ d'honneur. À vous jeunes désabusés, à vous de porter l'oriflamme et de garder au fond de l'âme le goût de vivre en liberté. Acceptez le défi, sinon les coquelicots se faneront au champ d'honneur.
We will now have the laying of the wreaths. Before we get started, I would like anyone that is going to be laying a wreath today to please just make your way over to this side of the area over here, and we'll have a smooth laying of the wreaths.
Mothers of the fallen. Royal Canadian Legion, Branch 48. Municipality of Barrie. Hope Memorial School, elementary school, sorry. Bury Women's Institute and St. Paul's Anglican Church. Bury United Cultural Center. Bury Athletic Association. Bury Firefighters. Bury's Image. Bury's Historical and Heritage Society. Bury's Fish Hatchery. Caisse populaire au Saint-François. And family. Larry and Debbie Everett and family. Family of the late Eric Batley. Family of the late Robert Harper. Family of the late Herbert and Nina Rowell. Brenda Lowe and family in memory of William Martin. Richard Coates and family, Eastern Townships British Home Children, United Eaton Valley Pastoral Ministry. Estate of the late Jean MacArthur. Army Navy Air Force Unit 318. United Empire Loyalist Association. Marie-Claude Bibeau, Member of Parliament, Compton Stansted.
We'll now have the last post. We will now have a moment of silence. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not worry them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
Ils ne vieilliront pas comme nous, qui leur avons survécu. Ils ne connaîtront jamais l'outrage, ni le poids des années. Quand viendra l'heure du feu et celle de l'horreur, nous nous souviendrons d'eux. Nous nous souviendrons d'eux.
Reveille. I would like to thank everyone for your participation here today. That concludes our ceremony for 2021. Again, thank you everybody for your participation, all the different groups, agencies that were here today, citizens, neighbors. Thank you very much. This has been a wonderful day, great weather. I appreciate everybody's participation. Thank you very, very much.